What's going on? What's going on, fam? This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're back, finishing up our series with the Zodiac Health. I know we covered a lot of information, very useful information, that being said, but I really hope you really been putting in the work, learn this information, investing into these books, okay? But today is all about wrapping things up. It's all about number 13, this finished product, God's law, and and tapping into that meditation, going within. You've been hearing me saying that, really trusting your intuition. And when it comes to this 13, that it wraps all of the 12 minerals and different aspects of you, right, into one package, which is bioplasma, all these different cell salts into one, which equals that 13, which is the finished product, is bioplasma. Okay. So in this series, it's been all about, we've been focusing on, how to maintain balanced health by using our own birth chart and numbers. And remember, the blood is the life, and without perfect blood, health is impossible. And your thoughts, your belief, your words, emotion, and actions always going to equal your reality and your results. And it's all about biochemistry equals life chemistry. That's what we've been talking about, guys. And again, so disease is a deficiency in some of the chemical constituents that carry on the chemistry of life, and not an entity. Treat the root cause. Treat the root cause and not the symptoms. Let's treat the root and not the leaf. George Carey. And it's all about, this whole series has been all about treating the whole entire person and not just a symptom, right? And the blood is the elixir of life. So as we finish up this series, let's talk a little bit more about this finished product and God's law here. The keynote signature, for this finished product is in between B and C. And that's that spirit, right? You can't see the spirit, right? But you can feel it. It's in everything. It's that energy, that essence that's in everything. And, on emotional level, again, this can be achieved through, meditation. It'll give you the answers that you seek. That's why you always, when you need an answer, when you need to think of something, what do? You close your eyes and you really focus. That's the same thing as meditation. So are you, focus yourself, focus on some higher thought forms, some higher ideas, but on the physical aspect, that spirit, it's in everything. All right. It's body. When it comes to your body, it's body system, integration, and communication. On an intercellular level, it's that spirit, it's the unseen, right? And so let's talk about this number 13 a little bit more as we close, okay, guys? But again, this is all about biochemistry, which is life chemistry. And remember, use those 7 hermetic principles daily. Okay, you would gladly thank me, guys. But when it comes to this number 13, the finished product, when you deal with 13, the number 13 is unlucky for ignorance only. Now, all so-called laws of nature may be reduced to 13. Now, the origin of words and their application vary widely. Thus the origin of 12 is circle or completeness. And that's what we have here on the screen, the circle, completeness. Okay. Or without break or sin, that is complete. Now, all operations that produce something may be called 12. Being complete in order to produce the product is therefore 13. And so the product is you. All 12 of these things makes all different aspects of the finished product, which is you, right? That's what we're talking about. So thus all machines and factories assemble 12, and the product that they produce is 13. So let's explore this number 13 a little bit more, guys. So you got, when it comes to the Zodiac, there are 12 constellations, the central sun of which, constitute the sign of the Zodiac. Now, one sign rises every 2 hours, or so appears to our senses, right? Because the rotation, of the earth, or the rotation of the constellations causes the phenomenon, and the earth or sun makes 13. Now, when it comes to this number 13, what else can you see this number 13? You got David, 13 sons. Then you got 13 children of Jacob, right? What else are the number 13? You got, when it comes to number 13, you got Joshua and Jericho. And then you got Jesus and the 12 disciples, right? You got 12 disciples plus one, which is Jesus, right? That's equal 13, right? And then you got the United States and 13 as well. You got a long line of different information when it comes to this number 13. All right. But when it comes to the human body, on the screen here, guys, there are 12 functions of the human body in the seed, or the psychophysical germ born in the solar plexus every 29 and a half days. So then there are 12 moons and a fraction in 365 days. The pneumogastric nerve, the vagus nerve, and that comes down from the cerebellum across, right? The medulla oblongata branches out at the lungs, the pneumo, and at the stomach, gastric, and is called the tree of life. 13 letters. Also, pneumogastric, 13 letters. There are 12 mineral salts in the blood, and blood itself, the product, equals 13, guys. All right. And as we close, again, this is simple biochemistry. This is taken from this book here, but 13, let's wrap things up. 13, it's all about the finished product. Know thyself. God's law. It's all about God's law. The kingdom of God is within. All right. But when you go against, God's law, the spirit, you go in reverse, right? WAL, you're going to hit a wall and you're not going to make progress. So that's why those 7 Hermetic Principles come in handy. They get you in alignment with yourself and the universe. Love yourself. It's all about oneness, this number 13, wholeness, the operation of wisdom. The number 13, again, is unlucky for ignorance only, right? Stop believing what people tell you, investigate the official story, right? But when it comes to this number 13, but the cell salt is the bioplasma. It's all the 12 salts that we talked about, all the different zodiacs combined into one little package, right? And, so symptoms of so-called disease will disappear or, cease to manifest when the food called for is furnished, or the nutrient called for is furnished. The human body is a receptacle for a storage battery, or will always run right while the chemicals are present in proper quantity and run when charged and supplied with the necessary ingredients to vibrate or cause motion. But guys, as we close, this book here is a great investment. George Carey, Inez Perry here, God, man, the word made flesh. And just a simple breakdown here with his research and many others. There's a bridge, that each person is lacking from the time of conception, right? So for the sake of training here, this person conception date was in, Gemini timeframe, the early stages of Gemini. But this person was born, on Earth right around February 22nd. So to complete the bridge, or to complete the person, which is you need to feel those different minerals to complete those that you are lacking. All right. And this book, really breaks that down, but check the descriptions down below. Okay. I love sharing references that, we do proper scholarships, guys. But again, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Do something new if you want a new result. If you're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting something different, it's not going to work. That ain't going to happen, Captain. All right. So if you really want change in your life, you got to change the input for a better output. All right. It's been a pleasure, guys. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Be sure to click the like and subscribe button down below. I appreciate you so much. And again, it's all about helping people level up, sharing the knowledge and wisdom and experience with each other. So we don't repeat the same mistakes. Okay. But we will be back soon with a new presentation. Until then, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Stay safe, stay grateful, and focus, fam. Peace.